Are you busy?
Not really. No.
You feel like helping me with the poem?
With a poem?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like I'm gonna just ask you to do something and you're gonna do it. That's it. And then I'll be
Hold on, wait.
hold
on, take it. So you was gonna hear.
Sorry. So like
This secret ain't bothering you.
no. If you don't want to be recorded, that's fine. But I'll just ask you like to take a deep breath with me and then take a number. And take a number. Give me that number and then I'll be done. You mind?
Okay. You might have to explain to me again.
I just did. Just
you gonna
listen to what I say. Just do what I say. You okay with that? Okay. So I'm gonna tell you on the count of 3, take a deep breath. Don't take a deep breath before I tell you 3. That's all. Because I'm gonna talk about you bad if you don't listen. Okay? Alright. On the count of 3, I want you to take a deep breath. Hold it in. So I said let go.
Alright.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. Pick a number 1 through 10. 7.
7.
Give me 7 words.
7 words. Money. Fruit. Love. Respect. Honor. Grievance. Happiness.
This is the good life. We find strife to be the building blocks to our procrastination, or we can allow it to be the escalation of our own freedom. To know that Wonder Woman is only the essence of the glasses she wears as she grieves the loss of something so tragic, but even then the aftermath be so beautiful. As she allows love to echo the walls of her thoughts, and no longer are these trees harvesting the shadows of her past, more so allowing the sun to beam past all of her shadows, she allows herself to be free. And knowing that money is the root of all evil, but it be the fruit of our labor that we see. And how we come into fruition with the ability to transition from the essence of understanding that we should all be accepted in matters, the life that we live. It be good in the greatness of what we give, and we allow ourselves not to ever walk past strangers who are sitting at red lights in their wheelchairs, allowing themselves not to be pushed. Are you telling me to slow down? Because your fingers moved. I'm only distracted by you because your fingertips allow me to think about the pianos you used to play, and as you parlay, we allow ourselves to remember what it felt like when we could take a deep breath and listen. Holding fast to all that we've been wishing and letting go of all we have feared, we allow the fears to become something like echoes of shadows of tears that have dried around the same crevices of the cracks through these stones, and then we expose ourselves to the beauty of these filled trees with the barren ones, and we find the peace in between the two, and we find that the berries that will soon become something like a fruit, we can eat from them, and allowing ourselves to depend on the things within our reach. We no longer seek the ability to find the truth, and understanding that there is no reason to find men or women worth the essence of our own existence, because there is proof in this. We allow ourselves to understand that strangers with their grandmother's faces on their forearms are more so the strength of them. Being able to understand that, see, we can only find them to be grandmothers when we can make their purpose be so grandiose that we can have the idea of what they went through as they were enclaved in stones. And we find ourselves in the categories of knowing that there's absolutely no reason not to expose ourselves to the tear ducts that have not been filled, because she has been so quick to be too strong for everybody else, not allowing herself to find the quiet times in the corners of the exposure. More so in the daylight, we find that there are so many places we can hide. We thought nobody could see us, and we allowed ourselves to think that maybe if we dressed better than we felt, we might believe that we could be something greater than ourselves. And even then we found ourselves chain smoking in the essence of thinking about somebody else's comfort. Does it not comfort you to keep puffing? Allowing yourself to expand your lungs to the point that you think maybe if you could still breathe, that gives you purpose to know that you should not leave your life in the essence of knowing that suicide not being the answer, but more so your tragedy is more so The tragedies are more so purposeful because there's absolutely no reason for you to walk through life and not think about the strife you would face, to understand that your strength is more so the grace of God's mercy and your plentifulness, your plentiful blessings, more so the blessings that He has given. See, it's not always about the walk you have been walking, but more so the truth that you have been spitting. There's beauty in a praying grandmother and the mothers who break their knees for you because they know that your head would never been too busy trying to keep your head up, because everybody gave you a thought to think that you should always be shamed and walk with your head down, but your shoulders would not allow that. So there is an essence of hope that we find in the ability to understand that as you continue your path, there's no reason to react in anything but the beauty of understanding that somebody can tell you, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it, and I'm sorry, because you won't get the apologies from the men and women who have cast asunder you like a useless tool, but we know that you are put to use for the good life of others. And we allow ourselves to realize as the goosebumps on your skin begin to kin like mountains, we find the crevices of our own iniquities to be something like the heartstrings that are tugged, as every time your tears fall, we find ourselves holding our breath because we can only anticipate the next expression.